So Jane's still away in London, and I went to the supermarket. I thought I'd give myself a steak, a nice bottle of red wine. I'll treat myself. I went to the counter and asked for a tranche of the rump steak. They cut off a massive, great big steak. And what I should have done was said, it's too big, how much is that? Sadly, that's not what I did. I said, thank you very much, merci. And so now I've got a massive steak for dinner, and yeah. So welcome back to French countryside life. The weather last week was shocking. Rained every day. It was quite fresh actually, quite cold. Jane's been away, she went back to London to see her family, and I took the time just to take it a bit easy. Had a bit of a tidy up in here. The workbench was getting out of control, so I've tidied all that up. But the biggest change is out in the swimming pool pump room. I've been storing all the cardboard out there for ages to help with the setting up of the no-dig garden, vegetable garden. So come and have a look in the pump room and you'll see the changes. So all the cardboard is gone around to where the wood store is. So that's all ready to go onto the ground. So that's good. To be replaced by all my fishing gear. So I found a load of stuff that I thought I'd lost. It's all sorted out. I know what I'm doing there. A few other bits here. These are the shutters that came from Kath and Pete's kitchen door, so I'm going to work on them shortly. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. I emptied the sand out of the sand filter for the swimming pool. I actually used the ash can vacuum, so it's the vacuum that attaches to the vacuum that you suck the ash out of the fire. So that worked really well with that, strange enough. So that was good. So I went to Angoulême and I bought 150 kilos of sand to go in there and 4 bags of salt. So we've got a guy coming at the end of the month to commission the heat pump for the swimming pool. So we're all set up for that. Good. So jobs for today are to do some more work on getting the chickens moved. Now, because I massively over-engineered the chicken coop, it weighs a ton. There's no way I can lift it. There's no way that me and Jane can lift it between us. So I had to think about it, and let me take you back into the workshop and I'll explain it. So I had to think about how I was going to move this massive chicken coop. Can't lift it, can't roll it. I thought about getting a farmer to come and forklift it, but it seemed a bit much. Now one of the ways that I learn French is I read French language Tintin books. Tintin in French. Incidentally, Snowy in the French Tintin books is called Milou, and Professor Calculus is Professor Soliel, and Captain Haddock is the same, and the Thompson twins are called something different. Can't remember what they're called, but yeah, great. Anyway, so I digress. So in one of the Tintin books, Tintin was in the back, was in China, and he was in the back of an old-fashioned tuk-tuk with a Chinese gentleman at the front, and Tintin in the back in a hand-pulled wagon. So it occurred to me that using leverage and a fulcrum would be the ideal way to go. So the plan is going to put wheels on the back legs. Wheels on the back legs. Got a thready bar there, and some nuts and some washers. Wheels on the back legs, and two long poles either side of the chicken coop. So I can lift up the poles, which is the leverage, and the fulcrum is the wheels. So all the weight will be on the wheels, and in an ideal world, I'll just be able to wheel it into the field and into position. So that's the cunning plan. So now to put it into action. I guess we'll see. So here we are in the chicken run. So the plan is to lift this up, put this underneath to support it off the ground, drill the holes. These are the wheels. Right, so we'll get that far and then we'll regroup. All right. Trusty farm jack. Never leave home without it. Good, that's it, nice and secure there and off the ground. So let's drill some holes. I couldn't find a bigger drill bit, so I've had to settle for this little one. I've already marked out the location. Right, that's one hole drilled, so we'll have a measure up and see how long we need the threaded bar to be. So let's get on with that. So, even though this is going to be on the outside, it's just the width of the base that I need. So, right, that's right there. Yep, that'll work. All right, let's go and chop this, and hopefully that'll go in. I guess we'll see. Okay, so we're all set up now to cut this bit of bar off and see if it fits, basically. So a couple of days ago I had the radio on, and the Mamas and the Papas came on, California Dreaming, and I was transported back to when I was a kid. Me and my brother lived with my mum and my stepdad in a high-rise flat in Dagenham in Essex, not far from London, and that was one of my mum's favourite songs, and that and River Deep Mountain High. She always used to have them playing on the record player, and it prompted me to get a playlist up on Amazon Music, and they did some great music, great music. Monday, just brilliant. Anyway, let's get on with this. I think the 60s in California must have been a fantastic time and place to be. Just fantastic. Yeah. So we'll just use this nut that's on here just to help to cut the thread a bit. Oh, look at that, that's perfect. It's gone straight on. Brilliant. All right, so we'll go and get that fitted in a minute. James just stuck her head out the door. Oh. James just stuck her head out the door, and I think the coffee's ready, so coffee time. Okay, that's these two, there we go, these two sections of bolts done. So, should be able to put it all together now. See how we go. Okay, let's see how they fit then, eh? Okay. What we have there is the invention of the wheel. Good job. Okay, I'll get the other one done and then start thinking about the handles for the sides. Okay. Okay, so that's both wheels on. So we will remove these blocks that have been here just to stop the wood from rotting underneath. Do that both sides. Get the farm jack. Jack it up, remove the tree trunk now. Right, set it down and see how we go. And there we have a chicken coop on wheels. Who knew that was a thing? Yeah, I think it's probably going to work. Thanks, Tintin. Good job. All right, so start thinking about the rails to use. Yeah, let's go and look, see what wood we got. Okay, so I just had a look through the wood here, and I've not really got bits that are long enough or strong enough. I mean, this is, that'll do the job, but that's a lovely bit of wood. I don't want to waste it on the chicken coop. This is going to go into the Tiki bar. Speaking of that, the chap that came to fit the door, he was saying he's got 12 hectares of wood, of trees, forest, and he runs a sawmill in his spare time. So I'm just doing up a list of the wood that I'm going to need for the Tiki bar, and it's mostly Douglas fir that he's got. So I'm about 3/4 of the way through getting the list together of the wood that I'll need. So as soon as that's done, I'll send it off to him and he'll give me a price for supplying the wood. So that's where we are with that. I'll then get another couple of quotes from conventional sawmills, and we'll choose the best option for that. So that's going to be happening over the next week or so, that I'll be ordering the wood. Good. So what I was saying earlier, this is all the cardboard ready to go down in the field for the no jig. Yeah, good. All right. So yeah, so what I was saying was that I've really got the bits of wood here, but I've got some bits of wood in the cabin. So come and have a look at that. So I found this old scrappy bit in the cabin here. It's got a few staples and stuff in it, so I whipped them out, and I run this through on the table saw, and that will give us the 2 bits of wood we need to lift the chicken coop. But it's 12:40 at the moment, so I can't make any noise till 2 o'clock. So, and I've got to have some lunch too. So I'll just whip these staples out and that'll be ready to go after lunch. Good. Okay, so that's the handles sawn, screwed to the side of the coop. The wheel's on, it's ready to roll. Good. So over the next couple of days, I'm working tomorrow, but over the next few days we'll get this fence down and I think move everything over. That'd be great. Okay.